Good afternoon, children. See, we were reading the chapter number 1, in which I told you the block diagram of computer, input unit, output unit, and all the 3 units of CPU. Here I am going to start the explanation of CPU, Central Processing Unit. Children, I told you that CPU is known as the brain of computer, and it works as human's brain works. In the same manner, it makes the computer to work according to the user's desire. So the CPU is considered to be the brain of computer. The CPU performs all types of data processing operations. It stores data, the intermediate results, and instructions. It controls the operation of all the computer parts. It controls all the internal and external devices, performs arithmetic and logic operations. The operations that a microprocessor performs are called the instruction set of this processor. So from first line I am explaining. See, CPU is known as the brain of computer, and CPU performs all types of data processing operation. What all? It stores the data, it intermediate results, it shows results, it gives results, or it processes the result and instructions. It controls operation of all computer parts. See, the working of computer parts are also managed by CPU. It controls all the internal and external devices and perform arithmetic and logic operations. These all works are done by different units of CPU. So first of all, we will see all these components. First of all, ALU, arithmetic logic unit. Children, ALU, A for arithmetic, L for logic, U for unit. ALU performs all the arithmetic operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. The logic operation also. See, logic operation test the various conditions: yes or no condition, true false condition. Okay, so conditional situation, conditional operations are handled by this logic unit. Now come on, the arithmetic logical unit also allow for different actions to be taken based on the result. Okay, so you are to concentrate that arithmetic and logical operations are done through ALU, means arithmetic logical unit. Now come on, control unit. Control unit. As the name is telling us, as the name just clarifying this, that this unit works as a controller. The control unit maintains order within the computer system and directs the flow of traffic and data. The control unit maintains order within the computer system. See, nobody can see that what is going on inside the CPU, how the processing is going on, and how the control unit working. But internally, this unit maintains order within the computer system and directs the flow of operations and data. Okay, so how the data will be processed and how the data will be converted into the useful information, the control unit manage all these. The control unit works as follows. See the work of control unit. Number 1, it selects one program statement at a time from the program storage area Okay, then what it does, it checks the statement and then it sends the appropriate electronic impulses to the arithmetic logical unit. See, this control unit sends or transfer the appropriate electronic impulses also to the arithmetic and logical unit. Storage section to cause them to carry out the instructions. See, you can say the tough work is done by control unit for transmitting the electronic impulses to the arithmetic logical unit, and storage section also to cause them to carry out the instruction. See, because of control unit, this transmitting work is done and the instructions are coming after processing the data. So how the data is converting into result or in the outcomes, this is properly controlled and managed by this very important unit, control unit. Now come down. See, memory. Here I am telling about memory because here we have read about storage section, storage area. So it is very important to read about this memory part here. Memory is the part of computer that holds the data and instructions for processing. The input which is given by the user, that can be data or that can be instructions for processing. So that thing is stored in the memory, okay, and that is held by the memory. It is a part of computer. Although closely associated with the central processing unit, that is memory unit. I am talking about memory unit here. So memory is separate from it. Technically, memory is not a part of CPU, but we have memory unit inside the CPU. What it does, it stores the data. It stores the data as per the space. Come down. The control unit does not perform the actual processing operation. It only manages the data. Especially the control unit manages the operation of CPU, the same as I was telling, be it a single chip microprocessor or full size mainframe computer. So here you can see it does not involve itself in the actual processing. It is the main content, we can say it is a main content of managing all the operations of CPU. So very important role is played by control unit. Now come on, output unit. See, here we will get the result. So this unit is also very important unit of the full-fledged computer system. See, output unit. The output, as you can see, output means result. The unit that gives us the result. The output unit consists of devices that help us to get the information from the computer. See, first of all, the user gives the instructions to the computer, then it is processed. After that, this output unit take the processed data from processing devices and then it is converted into output unit, output. Then the output unit displays that result or give that result to the user. So we can say this unit is a link between the user and the computer. See, output devices translates the computer's output into the form that can be understood by the user. See, this is the screen. You can say if maybe somebody has entered something to change the background. So the background is displayed here. See, this monitor, this output unit is giving us the result as the changed background. And we have printer as output device through which we get the printed copy. So this is also a kind of result given to the user. So input unit, output unit and control unit I have told you. Now very important is the function of output unit. See, look here. It accepts the result produced by the computer that is in coded form, so it cannot be understood by us. So what to do with this result which is not understood by the user? So this result is converted into readable form. It converts these code result into a form that can be read by the user. After that, when it is converted into readable form, it will be supplied to the supplies the converted result to the user. So like this, the result come to us. First of all, the output unit take the result. It accepts the result produced by computer, but it is in coded form, it is not easily understandable language. But after that, output unit converts code result into the readable form. After that, the readable form is supplied by the output unit to the user as result. So the result is not coming directly to the user, it is coming by covering 3 steps, and these 3 steps are followed by output unit. Now come recap is given. In this recap, some important points are given which we have read in the chapter. So this is the time to revise the contents which we have read in the chapter. So you are to read all these contents very carefully and very nicely. Now come on this part. Children, in this part, exercise is given. I am giving you this work to try the exercise. So in the next video, when I will tell you the answers should be in your mind also. Okay, I will explain the exercise with the right answers. So till then, your work is to read the chapter thoroughly, and you are to try to do first 2 parts multiple choice questions and true false. I hope you all will do this and you all will follow the instructions given by me for reading the chapter and for trying to find out the answer in the book. And listen carefully, those who don't have book, they are to do this exercise in the notebook. No need to be worried about book. I will send you the PDF, and from the PDF you are to see the questions and you are to read the questions. You are to find out the answers which I have told you to find. Okay, but everything should be written in beautiful handwriting. I hope you all will follow this. You all will read the chapter and you all will try to find out the answers. Hopefully everything is clear to you all. So thank you so much for watching this video.